had the most beautiful weather for the last several days, but starting tomorrow, it will be raining nonstop for the next 3 days. And so, of course, my mind goes immediately to cozy days at home. So, I'm whipping up this beautiful pumpkin sourdough loaf. It is pumpkin flavored. It has pumpkin pie spice mix in it, and because of the kitchen string pattern, when it bakes this way, it will rise through those little openings and bake shaped like a pumpkin. It's beautiful. I made two last year, but just plain sourdough bread. This time around, I am following the recipe. I'll put a link in the description. It's from Farmhouse on Boone. The recipe is sourdough recipe, and it involves some pumpkin puree and some pumpkin pie spice mix. It turned out so pretty and so delicious, and I did whip up some cream cheese with maple sugar and cinnamon to go with the bread. I also sliced up some of our Honeycrisp apples and made some red rooibos tea with cream and honey. It was the perfect way to start off our cozy day. I'm making a gorgeous chicken noodle soup for lunch and probably for dinner as well. So, first thing I'm doing to make things easy and quick is putting a whole chicken in the Instant Pot. That way, it can be tender and ready to just pull apart and add to the soup later. I am sauteing onions, garlic, and celery in olive oil, and then I'm adding a lot of cabbage and some carrots. I'll be using some of my homemade bone broth that I always have in this huge red bowl in the fridge. I use it all the time for rice, for soup bases, for sauce bases, and gravy, etc. We always have bone broth on hand. And I keep my chicken soup very simple because I feel like all those vegetables and the chicken itself and the bone broth are so flavorful. You don't need that many seasonings. So I really just add salt, pepper, oregano, turmeric, and garlic powder. The rest is in the natural flavors of all those veggies and bone broth and chicken. It's so comforting and delicious, and we quite enjoyed this soup. Ideally, I cook the chicken in the pot with all the broth and vegetables, but today I was in a pinch with time, so I decided to just pressure cook the chicken whole in the Instant Pot, and it definitely makes it possible to make the soup much faster. I'm also going to add some beautiful egg noodles that I found at Aldi the other day. I will sometimes add a cup of rice or a cup of wild rice or brown rice or potatoes or pumpkin, butternut squash. There's this certain squash that I've never seen except in Florida. I don't even know which squash it is. I think it's just green pumpkin, but it was always sold in like this big slice, and we just called it calabaza, which is pumpkin, but I don't know what kind it was, but it was not any of the stuff I have in the stores here. It wasn't an acorn squash or butternut or orange pumpkin, but it was always in our chicken soup growing up, and I love it. So sometimes I put acorn squash in here, kind of as a replacement to that, and sometimes I'll just throw in fact, I think I might have a bag of frozen butternut squash, which will cook fast, so I might put that in here now. But I'm definitely doing those beautiful egg noodles. So this is almost ready. I'm gonna add that butternut squash if I have it, and the egg noodles, and we will be ready for a delicious soup rain home day. I hope you guys try some of these recipes. Please let me know if you do, and enjoy. Take advantage of these beautiful opportunities to be cozy at home with your family. God bless you all, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.